Hey, gang, check out this short clip from the Route 66 tour on our YouTube page.
I'm not even lying, I just shit my pants.
What happened at the garage?
Hey, how are you? You guys have a bathroom?
You saw that, huh?
I'm curious as to what do you want to get out in front of this thing?
These are dangerous questions.
Are those the shorts you were wearing?
Unfortunately, they are.
Dude, that's fucking disgusting.
Hang on.
Unless you were wearing plastic underwear, which I do not think you were.
It didn't go through.
No, dude, that's insane.
I'm telling you, it did not get to the outer layer. What you may know as the upper atmosphere. It stayed within the molten core of the butt cheeks. The underwear, on the other hand, didn't make it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate your hospitality.
Of course.
I mean, I've seen you go to the bathroom a lot. I've never seen you walk out with evidence.
Welcome to another exciting edition of Are You Garbage? The show where you find out if your favorite comedians are classy individuals or absolute trash. Now, here are your hosts, Kevin Ryan and H. Foley.
Hey, everybody out there, and welcome back to everybody's favorite podcast. This is Are You Garbage?
Oh, yeah.
It's that little show we sit down with your favorite comedians, and we find that if they're good to be classy,
Yeah.
but they're just a big old piece of trash.
Trash.
I'm your host, H. Foley, coming at you on a beautiful day. We are out back here at Tootie's in the new edition. She's out in the backyard catching squirrels. Stay away from the chili tonight.
Okay.
Order in, get a pizza.
All right.
My co-host is coming at you from right next to me, slightly amused this week. He is the CEO of Are You Garbage? He is an international businessman and my best pal in the whole wide world, and I love him, and I don't care who knows it. Give it up for KJ, Kevin James Ryan, everybody.
What up, gang? Shout out to you. Thanks for tuning in. As always, please make sure you rate, view, subscribe on iTunes. Full video available on YouTube. Also, full video available over there on Spotify, gang. Check that out. Those numbers are cooking. Then, obviously, the greatest website of all time, www.patreon.com/areyougarbage. Got to keep the goddamn lights on over here.
Yes, sir, and gang, we couldn't be more excited to have our incredibly, and I mean incredibly special guest back with us again today. The godfather of Are You Garbage over here.
Capo de Capo.
The boss of bosses, El Jefe. He's got a brand new series coming out on Netflix May 13th, Bad Thoughts. We know you've seen the teaser. Wait till you see the trailer. Absolutely unbelievable. This guy, one step ahead of the game all the time. Give it up for Tom Segura, everybody.
Thank you.
Look
Thank
at
you.
you.
Thank you. It's good to be back. Thank you for having me.
Of course.
I
You're
love
double
your
T on.
podcast. I love it, dude.
Thank you.
Are you double T-ing?
That's
No.
together.
Or is
That's
that
one.
sewn
That's
in?
one T,
It's
which
one
is very
T.
trashy.
You have a Dickie T on?
Look,
That might be the trashiest thing you do.
What the hell?
That's
I know.
for kids, dude.
It is.
Is that reversible, too?
It can be. Yeah.
Listen, I clocked that the second he walked
did?
in,
You were like-
and I was like, no way am I bringing that up. You got some balls, Chubby. That's the goddamn boss.
What time are school pictures, huh?
I apologize for his transgression.
It's super trashy, right?
It's probably an expensive shirt, though.
It's so expensive.
These rich guys don't know what the fuck they're
We
doing.
don't
How
know.
much was that shirt?
I don't remember. I really don't.
Ball-
Couple
what-
hundred?
Yeah, probably a few $100.
No shit.
Yeah.
Now, what are you doing these days
this
that you're
off
all
Instagram.
slimmed out? Do you have a stylist?
You're who I want to be. I look at you and I
You
go.
are not.
I know, trust me, I know. But I go, you went bald quite well. You got the good facial hair. You trimmed up. That's what I'm trying to do. But
Dude.
I'm leaning more towards this way.
I have been farting so much.
What, here?
Well, no, I went in there just to fart. And-
Gentlemen.
And it
That's
was like
respectful.
it was like a 15-second fart though.
Okay.
I think it's all the protein bars I'm eating. They really let you rip ass, dude.
Goddamn barbells will get you.
I'm fucking turning down things I want to eat. That's it, dude. That's the only way I can.
That's how you do it.
Dude, and here's the thing, and it's not great. It's just like I think I still live with hope. Do you do that? Where like you'll be like, oh, I'll look like this one day, and
you're my goal.
Yeah, you're
How
in
old
there.
are
What do
you?
you mean?
That's not a great goal.
Buddy,
Are you not where you want to be?
from my side of
No.
the fence?
What?
What do you
Well-
want to disappear?
No, I think but I mean, you kind of want to like,
Tighten up.
yeah,
You're
lean
usually
up
a
more.
tight guy. How old
You
are
know,
you?
I just turned 46.
46.
No kidding.
Yeah, most people. By the way, I remember this from just like a couple weeks ago. I did MSG,
Yeah, I
And-
know. Yeah,
and,
yeah.
And Jimmy Miller, who I work with as a manager,
Of course.
comes over. We have a dinner afterwards. It's like a big
We used to work with him as well.
Oh, you did? Okay. So Jimmy sits down next to me, and this is so funny to me, but he's like, he goes, he's like, congratulations, it's a big night. You're MSG. It's a huge deal. He goes, guess when the Beastie Boys first did MSG? And I was like, oh, that's good trivia. I was like, I don't know. And he's like, well, take a guess. I was like, 90?
It's probably
And he goes,
2006 or something.
No, 84.
Whoa.
84. And then he goes, then the next thing he goes, so you're 52. And I go, what? He goes, you're 52? Like that, like you're 52? And I go, I'm 45.
Uh-huh.
He goes, oh, okay.
Well, forget
Well,
I
yeah.
brought it up.
He's like, just so you were like 5 years old. I go, wait a minute. Why do you think I was 52? He's like, I just looked at you. I was like, everybody always has it. Since I was 17, has been like, when I was 17, I didn't even have to get a fake. I had a fake ID, but I would walk in and they'd be like, what do you
Look
want?
just like this?
I look like this. People were like, 27. I'm like, I'm 17 years old. And it's never changed.
Well, you carry yourself with the vibe sometimes.
Yeah,
of,
I'm
of a guy who's over it.
Yeah.
Like you're 55.
Yeah. That's what I get a lot. I
I'm
get a lot.
49, and I always thought you were older than me.
And I would 100% guess that you're younger than me. Like I would
Really?
I would never assume that you're older than me.
Huh.
No.
You carry yourself in a fatherly, man's man type of way.
And
Psychopath.
it's a double T kind of way.
Minus the double T.
It's the double T.
You have a nice jacket out there covering the double T.
I did have a jacket on.
Yes,
That's right.
you look sharp in your jackets and stuff.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Not that you don't look sharp now.
No, I appreciate it, man.
I don't know why you think you're offended him.
That's good.
You look sharp. Not that you know I would like to disrespect you. After I made fun of your little boy T-shirt.
Huh, you got your whole pass on you?
I should have a hall pass to wear this fucking.
Back to my
t-shirt.
original question. Now that you are slimmed up and stuff like that, and you're coming into your final form,
Yeah.
are you like? How did you come across that shirt, or where are you getting your clothes?
Yeah, someone.
Are you a
got
shopper?
I've had two things done where like I go out and I just walk into stores and I just get things that I just
You
grab.
try stuff on. You go in the fitting room.
Sometimes, not always. Sometimes I just hold it up and I'm like, this seems right. And then sometimes I go, this was a huge mistake. I should have tried this on.
Is this sporadically, or is this like, okay, it's a shopping day?
No, it's not a shopping. It's more just like, walking around. You just walk by something.
If you're in town somewhere.
Yeah. Like normally this is a quick trip, but like for me coming to New York, you go like, oh, there's everything here. So one afternoon I might be like, oh, I'm going to stop in a few stores and like, because you guys just have everything.
Will you set something up? Will you have somebody, an assistant or somebody set it up? Hey, let them know I'm coming in.
I've done that.
Yeah.
I like that you operate like
Yeah.
that.
I have
You
done
got
that.
it.
Not the usual bums we got walking around this dump.
I did have in London. I had them do that, and that was cool.
Whoa.
You got to
Because
flex on them.
you
Brits.
tell the guy, I told the guy stuff that I like, and then you just show up, and they have racks of just stuff in your size that you like.
Now I got a question.
Rich guy shit.
Do you
That
feel
was cool.
obligated to buy? Are you like, fuck, I
I
gotta?
used to, but not anymore.
Because they're used to that, right?
Yeah, I just go like, oh, I'm not getting something. Like I used to feel like, oh, if somebody did something, I have to do. I just only would get something I want. Yeah, like if they had a cool double T, I would.
I don't even like. I don't even like using a bathroom at a Starbucks without like fake looking at the
Yeah,
menu.
you gotta be
Like, oh,
like,
you
yeah.
still got the ventis? I'll be right back. I'm gonna
You
order.
still have all your sizes? I'll be right back. Yeah.
What's that bathroom code?
Speaking of the bathroom.
Yes, I wanted to pick your brain on this.
We have some stories. We have some stuff from the homies and the bozos, the listeners there. But something that has come up over the last couple of weeks, which started out, it's a multiple part scenario that I want to hit you with.
Okay.
First off, I want to say Kevin's a new homeowner. He has a home,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
and
Appreciate that.
we
That's
were
awesome.
we were down
It's
there.
a dump, but sure.
We were down there, and we were looking around the house, okay? Like, his wife was like, check the place out. We went upstairs to see it. A lot of the rooms were closed. The doors were closed.
The doors were closed in this new house.
Yes,
Okay.
the doors are closed in this new house.
Upstairs.
So,
okay.
first part is, if you were doing that and checking it out, would you open those doors?
If you were a guest,
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, let's say it's the frequency, it's the relationship that me and him have. So let's say
Oh,
you go to Bert's house.
yeah.
You open a door.
I'll-
If Bert had a new home, But the doors were closed upstairs,
there's-
kind of hinting we don't want you to go in there.
Well, here's the thing. If there's one door closed, I might be like, okay, this is one. But if there's like 4 doors closed, I'd be like, what's going on in the fucking rooms?
Did you bring me up to see the hallway? What the fuck?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Which leads me to the real question.
Okay.
Okay. Let's say you are at a function, a Christmas Eve, something like that. Maybe not family. Okay.
Okay.
And you are in there, the party going on. You have to use the facilities.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Where are you
It's a
going to do
smaller
that
house.
there?
Yeah, I want to go out of the way. So
Of course you do.
the furthest
So let's
possible
just
room.
Okay. Now we're getting somewhere.
Okay.
So where's that going to be?
It's probably upstairs.
You're going to go upstairs.
Probably upstairs. Yeah.
Do you think that's okay?
I mean, if what I know is in me is going to come out, it's best for everyone to go away.
Sure.
Furthest possible
I
distance.
concur with that.
Yeah.
Let's just say, for whatever reason, you choose not to use the hall bathroom. You want to use the master bathroom.
That's insane.
That's insane.
That's insane.
I mean, it's
you-
well,
Sorry.
if you were at,
I got ahead of myself.
It depends which scenario we're in here. Like, so if I'm at Bert's house,
Sure.
I would
Okay.
just be like, yeah, I'm going
I'm
to your
blowing
room.
your bathroom
Yeah.
off.
That's
Yeah,
we all agree.
Yes.
That social norms not in a vacuum.
Right.
That's where you'd want to go.
Yeah, but hold on, if we're in the scenario,
It's
of
Christmas
you're like,
Eve.
Christmas Eve, and
You're
like,
at like your in-law, not you're at your brother's
All right, we'll
wife's
just
place.
tell him. All right, here's the thing. Every Christmas, we have Christmas at my cousin Kelly's, okay? And every Christmas, you know,
This is mixed company too.
I eat a lot, okay? And usually at some point
This just in.
in the evening, I have to use the bathroom. Their bathroom is right next to the kitchen, so I can't go
you
there.
can't go there.
Then there's
That's for everybody.
then there's the bathroom.
I agree. I'm
ups-
not saying. I say you should go home. That's it for you. Your Christmas is done.
Then there's the bathroom upstairs,
Mm-hmm.
okay, where like the kids' rooms are. Like that's like the kids'
The
bathroom.
hall bathroom.
But the kids are up there playing, running around, all that stuff. So I don't want them banging on the door. I usually go into their master bedroom.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Which those doors are usually closed.
He's breaching the door.
For this function.
Yeah.
And I go into their master bedroom,
And shit
bathroom, and I poop there.
Yeah.
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 And they
it's-
think that's a
now,
faux pas.
now let's just say
who thinks? Kelly?
No, me.
Kelly
I
doesn't
would-
know about it.
I would
So she
argue
doesn't-
everybody.
Kelly knows about it now.
Yeah, no, it's wild. But I mean, it's also again, it's so direct. The answer's so directly correlated to your relationship with the person.
Sure.
Okay.
So like, if you and Kelly are like, she's your cousin.
Mm-hmm.
If you're long time, like cousins growing up, and it's like there's a certain closeness. I think that's when you like I would do this to certain cousins of mine because we're like siblings, and I would do
Yeah.
it to my siblings in a second.
Yeah.
But if it's like, a cousin I see every 6 years, that's a different, you know what I mean? I think it's all predicated on how close are you to Kelly.
So what would you do if you really had to go? See, I feel like I'm doing the best thing for
I
everybody
kind
involved.
of get it. I kind of understand you are.
Listen,
I mean,
let's just say we're at Christmas at your house.
Yeah.
And him being him, he just crushed the turkey dinner or whatever it was.
We're at your house
and
for
he
a
goes
party.
up to your master bathroom, feet away from where you rest your head at night.
I would say, what the fuck are you doing? I'd be like,
37 other
go
bathrooms.
downstairs.
I'll ruin the party.
There's a good layout for shitting in
You
my
gotta
house.
sneak
though.
away
Okay.
shit.
Yeah, there's a couple of good ones to get away.
Now, if you did have a house party, would those rooms be closed up? Would you have the bedroom doors closed?
I mean, the master would probably be closed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think
Locked?
so. Not locked. Not locked.
I'm getting in.
You're getting in. Yeah, not locked. Locked is insane. Like, who are you having over?
That's crazy.
Yeah,
He does like to go through medicine cabinets.
Yeah.
I do, yeah.
You ever found anything good in there?
Yeah, goddamn right I have. Still got something on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Back in the
There
day,
was a time he didn't really discriminate against
Dice had the best
prescriptions.
fucking thing ever happen to me. So, people, you guys do shows and people go like, "Hey man, I got you. I made this hat, or I got
Awesome.
you." And like
the
the
best.
fan artwork and
A lot of it is on set, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And people are usually like, they're saying super sweet things
Yeah.
to you, and and you get all these stuff, and you're like, "Oh, cool, thanks." And we have it too, like a lot of it on set. I'm doing this signing a few weeks ago. This guy comes up to me, and he's like, "Hey man, here you go." I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Open your hand." And I'm like, "Sorry," because he's like mumbling. And he's like, "Your hand, open your hand." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then he just shakes my hand. Dude, he gave me 2 Vyvanse.
what's Vyvanse?
It's like an Adderall, no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are they loose or are they in a bag?
No, they're like in a little container. And he was like, it's Vyvanse. And I was like, bro.
You're popping loose hand-to-hand pills like
I go,
that?
you're the best guy I've ever met.
No shit.
Like, Vyvanse is my fucking favorite.
Really?
Oh, man. I mean, I just...
You got a prescription to that?
No, I'm trying to. I've switched doctors, and I've tried to, and they're all turned me down.
And you took it and took the. How do you know what it exactly was? It could have been.
You could see it. You could see what
This
it was.
guy often tried to give me blow one time in L.A. and he wouldn't let me take it.
No. Listen,
Blow's a lot more scary these days, though.
Guess so.
listen. Don't pay me to be the bad guy. This is crazy. I'm not doing everything to keep you alive.
Have you ever had a Vyvanse?
No, I don't do drugs.
I never have either.
It's great if you're nodding over there. You've had it.
Fan.
Big fan.
Big.
And the big thing I learned from a regular Vyvanse user is have your mission set for the day. He's like, don't just take it and like watch a show. He's
You gotta
like,
lock in.
You got to be like, today I'm doing X, Y, Z.
It's like
and
limitless.
Then, yeah.
I'm surprised you can't get your hands on a script at your position.
I've tried, dude.
Really?
I've been turned because like one physician was like, well, there's some cardiac risk, so I don't want. And I'm like, whatever, dude. So I went to another doctor. That doctor was like, well, we need to like get.
That is drug CBC behavior.
Wait, hold on. You don't got a Dr. Feelgood on the payroll?
No, man.
You're doing it wrong, man.
I know.
I figure you were waking up with IVs, going to bed with IVs.
I like
propofol,
IVs.
the whole 9 yards.
I get IVs pretty regularly, and I have some good contacts there. But I'm putting this call out to.
Shout out to the homies in the bozos.
I'm putting a call out.
There's no doctors
to
that
some
listen to this.
Vyvanse people out there.
We can get you like off the street for sure.
That's fine.
Nurse I couldn't get it out. Nurse practitioner.
We just got some guy just DM'd me when we were on the road, remember? And he was like, I'm a physician's assistant, and during surgery, me and all the doctors listen to your podcast. I'm
Really?
like, dude,
During
that's not the
surgery?
doctor you fucking want.
Yeah, if I heard this playing
Oh, dude.
as I was going under, I'd be like, ah.
Hey, everybody out there.
Tooties, fucking focus.
Hey there, bozos. Let's talk about the good folks over there at Harry's Razors. Everyone in the comedy world knows not every joke delivers, but let me tell you, Harry's always delivers. They send the best quality razors right to your door for a fraction of the price of those big brand bozos. They have better designed shaving products at a better price, and it's no joke. It's Harry's, baby. And right now you can get a $13 trial set for just $3 at harrys.com/AYG. They were nice enough to send the boys over here, the Garbage Boys, a couple of 2 tree-free products, and let me tell you, the boys were fighting over them. I use it to trim out the bottom of my beard ski. It's fantastic. They have German-engineered blades made in their own factory to stay sharper longer. They have customizable delivery options for scheduled refills for as low as $2, half of what you pay for the other big brands. You get a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, foaming shave gel, and a travel cover for just $3. That's insane. At harrys.com/AYG. Get the shaving products that always deliver. Get Harry's. Normally, their trial set sells for $13, but like I said, right now, you can get it for just $3 over. That's insane. At harrys.com/AYG. That's our exclusive link, harrys.com/AYG for a $3 trial set. Do it. Let's talk about Soul, baby. Soul is a wellness brand that believes feeling good should be fun and easy. Soul specializes in delicious hemp-derived THC and CBD products designed to boost your mood and help you unwind. Their best-selling out-of-office gummies, which everybody knows about, were designed to provide a mild, relaxing buzz, boost your mood, and enhance creativity and relaxing. A lot of people like going out but don't always want to drink. They don't always want to get all sauced up and have the hangover. That's why a lot of people have been reaching for Soul's out-of-office gummies instead. They're the perfect little lift to keep the good vibes going and give you that light social buzz without the hangover. They send boxes here, and I mean, I think it's insane that our whole office is currently out of the office, baby. The boys are loving every minute of these. Bring on the good vibes and treat yourself to Soul today. Right now, Soul's offering our audience 30% off your entire order. That's a lot of turkey. Go to getsoul.com. Use the code GARBAGE. That's getsoul.com. Promo code GARBAGE for 30% off. Do it.
By the way, I keep going to like imagining somebody just like, oh, I left something in my room. and they go at their party and they see fucking Foley in the shitter.
He's got the door to the bathroom open.
And he's like, "What's going on?" And he's like, "I'll be out in a minute." And you're like, "Oh fuck, man."
He's gonna take your shower real quick.
Would you be upset?
No, I would get it. I also have the bidet, the built-in, the washlet.
Yeah.
Which is just like, once you shit with those,
You can't go back.
you feel like an animal dry wiping, right? It's just the greatest thing
Of course.
ever. So I would be like, yeah, man, run that spray, get yourself nice and clean.
My
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, of course.
So if you were at a party and you didn't really know the people, I don't know, in a vacuum, like say it's, I don't know, some of Christina's friends that you don't really know or whatever, and you really had to go, are you shitting in that place or are you going to leave?
Here's the
Because
thing.
he said he would leave.
If I get a shit that bad, and it's like,
The older you get,
if it's going to affect everyone there, I'd pivot.
the
I'd go, it's
less-
over.
the less I'm willing to compromise. Like, there's an age where you're like, I'm leaving.
Yes.
And like, like I used to never shit on flights, and then you just go,
I'm shitting on
I'm
flights.
shitting. Like my body's telling me to shit. I'm like, you just care less. So I think if the tug was strong enough to like, you gotta go, I'm finding a way to go. But I'm also like not wanting to shit near people for sure.
Okay.
That I would definitely try to find a different, part of the house or wherever to do it. I might even look for another building. I'm just going,
Just go
but I'm going somewhere.
Hopefully
yeah.
the neighbors are gone.
That
Yeah.
was also something, too. Would you ever go to a party if you got there, maybe you're there for like an hour, you really have to go. Would you go home, take a dump, and then come back?
I remember. First of all,
Everybody would know.
It's got to be a good party.
You gotta have Kirk Fox on to tell you his shitting at a Hollywood party story. It's
I love that.
It's unbelievable.
I love that Kirk Fox.
I remember when I was a sophomore in college that there was a part of the campus called Price Village, which is like all these tandem housing units. So it's like me and a guy here, a shared bathroom, and then another two guys here.
Gotcha.
Across the courtyard was a girl who lived in one of those named Mary Lynn. And Mary Lynn Berkeley was her name.
Shout out to her.
Shout out to Mary Lynn. I don't know how you're doing. Was this like kind of hippie, sexy chick. And I go over to her place, and we're hanging out, and like a little bit of kissing, and then she's just like down. And in that moment, I'm like, I have to shit so bad. Like, and I know I can't. It's not the kind of shit. It's a full fucking emergency.
It's an evacuation.
It's an evacuation.
Everything's coming
You got to
out.
dump.
I could feel the gurgles. I know it's going to be explosive, and I know it's going to be mostly liquid, and it's going to be
That pin is
bad.
pulled.
And if I were to
You might
be
not
like,
make it out of the house.
I might not make it. And if I was like, oh, just gonna use the bathroom here, she would hear and smell like a catastrophe, right?
I've done that.
So I did this thing. I was like, I'm telling her my body's telling me you have to shit in less than 3 minutes. I'm like, I gotta go study. We have a test tomorrow. And she, meanwhile, is like putting moves on me,
Throwing it at you.
So she's kind of like, really? I'm like, yeah. It's an early one, and I really got to study, But I wish I could stay. And
I have to go have
You're a good
explosive
kid.
diarrhea with a boner.
I cross the courtyard. I take a shit. As I'm shitting, the guys in the shared, they go, what the fuck is going on in there? Right? Because they can hear it. And I'm like, dude, they're like laughing. And like people are howling about this shit that I, in theory, was going to take at her place.
Yeah,
right?
Devastated.
So I clean up. I'm like, that was the fucking worst shit of my life. And it doesn't even occur to me to go back after that. I'm like, I'm too, exhausted. And the next day, her friends are like, you're a really special guy. You know that? And I was like, what? They're like, we heard that you were like, you didn't want to move too fast. And I was like, yeah. I was trying to take my time with her. Yeah.
Take my time with her.
Yeah. I don't want to rush into things.
Put it dirt bag.
I'm just shitting.
That happened to me. I woke up, went home with a nice lady from a bar, bit of a bruiser at the time. This is like, I'm a bigger guy at the time, drinking rum and cokes all night. I'll never forget.
Bacardi's?
No, it was probably whatever it was.
Man,
I was
that'll grease the wheel.
Oh, dude, I had like 15 cokes.
Throw a bacon, egg, and cheese on top of that.
Oof.
Me and her probably split cheese fries on the way home or something. Dude.
Hot tea.
Did you shit there?
Oh, dude, did I shit there? I woke up, hit me, right? And you're
Yeah.
like, fuck, it's like 6 o'clock in the morning or
Yeah.
whatever. I go, I'm not making it out of the hall, down the stairs to the street. I'm like, this is kill or be killed. And the bathroom, I'm like, oh, where's the bathroom? She's like, right, the next door, next
Right
to
here.
Share a wall. I get in there, dude, and it's like as bad as you can imagine. I had to turn the shower on, and she's like,
Rob Bass
You
was
okay
playing.
in there?
and I'm just like, oh, and this dirtbag let me in. I went back and laid down next to her afterward. Fucking brown.
Want me to suck your dick?
That was me to her.
I heard one time I was at a girl's place, and the other they had roommates, and I heard the girl take just her morning growler. It was like,
Yeah, it was
It's like a 50 cat.
horrendous. Horrendous, dude.
We were in Cleveland last week, and we were sitting having breakfast at the hotel, and
Oh,
there was a
dude, this-
table behind us, and I had my back to them, and we're sitting there, we're talking, whatever.
breakfast.
At breakfast, all of a sudden I hear like a caveman burp. I turn around, it's the guy's chick.
Yeah. And she's like, excuse me.
Goes right back to her eggs Benedict.
I would have divorced her.
God damn. But that's good when you can be comfortable around each other.
Yeah, that's pretty wild, though.
I
Go
mean,
in, take
public
turns
to go,
taking dumps.
Yeah, and it wasn't even like she didn't do the lady thing of like, oh my God. Like
Yeah.
she was just like, my bad.
These grits are good.
Jesus.
Yeah.
All right, well, we got that straightened out.
There you go. Get to the bottom of it.
I think that's a strong enough authority on it,
Sure.
so I can poop in your master bedroom.
I'm allowing it.
It's good to know.
Yeah, but again, it's based on our relationship.
Sure.
You know,
I'm
I
with
think-
you.
Your relationship now, obviously, we're friends, we're acquaintances, we're peers.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Is that okay now? He's there where we pop by the house?
Yeah, for sure, man.
Okay.
I mean, Christina's another issue. I don't know what she's going to say, but like,
What? From what we know about her, I think
Yeah.
she'd be okay with it.
yeah, I think she would also be okay with it.
I don't
She
know.
understands.
Everybody says that in theory.
Yeah.
You've never been on the business end of it.
That's true.
It's tough, buddy. I've ridden shotgun for a couple of these journeys. It ain't good.
Hey, you might have to repaint. It gets into the walls.
Dude, well, yeah, on your guys, I watched that your hour
the Route
special.
66,
Yeah,
thank
yeah,
you.
the Route 66 was very
Thank you.
funny, and
Thank
you had that. The best is you just playing it off nonchalantly.
Little issue.
Is this a trash here? Okay.
It was the Ozempis.
Yeah.
Got me all jammed up.
Are you on anything now?
I'm on naltrexone right now.
What's that?
It's for drug addicts. Swear to God.
Really?
He's all, dude. I made him go see it. I asked him, and I encouraged him to go see a therapist. I wasn't really doing much after 6 months.
Yeah.
I encouraged him to see a psychiatrist. That guy gives him fucking everything but roller skates. and now the pills are making him fucking crazier. I can't get a read on it, dude. I'm at my wit's end.
What is it called? Naltrexone?
Naltrexone.
Naltrexone.
I could be saying it wrong.
What is it?
It's an anti-opioid, but they have secondary uses for it for overeating.
Oh,
Yeah,
Is
not
it-
really working.
no?
No, but it takes. He said it takes a while to set it. We're gonna give it another month.
It's been 3 years.
To see if it really gets in there.
Okay. All
Because
right,
the
good.
Ozempics and the GLP-1s were not really jiving with my system.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Well, that's
like
good.
I was telling him before, my issue is something else. It's not just Ozempic is not going to fix long term what is wrong with it.
Doesn't hurt.
Right.
No one, yeah.
You have
I'm
to
all
treat
fucked
the root cause, not just the symptoms. Right, right,
Which
right.
is something I've been learning in therapy. that
Therapy
thing-
helps with that, right?
100%. The things that I thought were the problem are actually a symptom of what the problem is.
Got it. That's great. That's progress, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Have to
Been
keep
throw-
going,
He's
though.
been throwing
Yeah.
that in everyone's face.
Yeah.
Now, anytime there's an issue, he goes, this is actually just a symptom of the problem. I'm like, we got a flat tire. This is a symptom of a bigger problem. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Turns out it wasn't the cheesesteak egg rolls. All right, let's get into it.
Let's get into it. We had some of the guys, as you know, when you join Patreon, you get to answer your garbage question on air. Being that he's Tommy Buns, a little bit of king of stories. You're
course.
a story man. You know what I
Story
mean?
guest.
And very classy, put through the ringer multiple times, still comes up classy.
We asked for some shorter stories, garbage stories from people.
Okay.
And you can weigh in on those. This is from Justin. When I was about 6, I swore at my parents. My dad drove me to an empty industrial area and pointed at a fenced-in section and said, this was the cage for the swear house. He told me I had an older brother, Dustin, at one time, and they traded him to the swear house because he cursed too much, and they would do the same to me if I kept swearing.
That's fucking bonkers,
Talk about symptom
dude.
of the problem.
Jesus Christ.
crazy,
That's
right?
real crazy. Yeah, dude. Your dad is a fucking
I
lunatic.
never thought about that, to say you had an older brother, but we killed him.
I mean, dude, that's fucking trauma.
That's big time traumatizing, dude. I would like to know what else happened in this guy's life.
He ended up being a fan of this show.
Yeah, I mean, that's,
Definitely some Vyvanse in the future.
that fucked him up. Man.
Oh,
That's tough. Do you have, obviously, you have some kids that are, you've probably said they're a bit of rabble rousers.
Yeah. yeah. I've
My
never,
wife sent me the thing of you on the Tonight Show going over the tent. She's
destroying the construction site.
Yeah, she's like, "Is this a joke?" I'm like, "No, that is for
that's
sure
real.
his kids."
That's for real.
Do you have any kind of empty threat, or have you had any sort of empty threats like that too?
Dude, you know what's crazy?
Because it seems like you're talking to two dudes when you tell the story.
if I get real pissed off, like really mad, and I'm like, fucking knock it off. The younger one laughs because he thinks it's funny to see this type of emotion, and I'm like, I'm fucking serious. And he's like, he starts laughing, and you can't help but laugh. And then the older one has done this thing where I'm like one time, dude, he was doing like some painting shit in the kitchen, and then he went downstairs and he put his hands on the wall. Right, so he put paint on the wall, and I was like, "Hey, what the fuck, man?" And I start getting like all fired up at him, and he's like, "Hey." He goes, "I'm a kid, okay? You don't need to talk to me like that." And I go, "What?" He goes, "Just talk to me normal. Don't yell." And I'm like, "Well, what are you doing?" He goes, my brain told me to put it on the wall, and I just did it." And I'm like, "Okay, tell your fucking brain
not to do it.
not to do that shit." He's like, "All I need is you to talk to me in a calm voice." And I'm like, okay. So like it throws you off, and then you realize that you're being, like too much. But I haven't.
Obviously, take him to Area 51.
No, nothing.
Take him out of the desert and leave him there for a couple hours.
Did your dad yell? Your dad was a calm, it seemed to be a stern but calmer man.
He was. He wasn't really a
and
big
thing-
screamer.
Yeah.
He wasn't really a big screamer.
I think this is more of what I relate this to is when I was a kid, if I was being real bad, my mom would give me the empty threat, what I didn't realize at the time, of sending me to St. Michael's or St. Gabe's, the home for boys. I'm going to have the people. There was a couple of times where like we were in the kitchen. She pretended to be on the phone with this like wayward house for boys called St. Michael's, and that guys were going to come and get me and take me to live there.
Yeah.
Did your parents do anything like that?
No, I mean my mom's a third worlder. Don't forget that. So
Okay,
she would do
sure.
shit like one time. Me and my cousin learned all these Spanish curse words, so we were yelling them. And so our two mothers, like my mom and her sister, grabbed us. Brian's mom spanked him and he cried, and my mom spanked me and I laughed. And then because I laughed, she was like, she had nails. She took it my forearm,
Squeezed.
pinched and twisted till blood came out, and I was like, fuck. And she was like, I have to do something.
You psychopath.
Yeah.
I had that before. My mom did
That fucking, I remember the pinch and twist. And I also remember that one of my cousins, because when you have like English as a second language parent, they don't grasp all the little things. My cousin told my mom that I said crap and that was a curse word. And instead of my mom like knowing that's not like a real curse,
Gotcha.
she shoved a bar of soap in my mouth.
I've had that.
And I was like, what the? And then my dad had to come home and be like, oh, that's not a bad word. And she was like, oh, sorry.
Sorry,
Cool.
I
owe you one.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
I've seen it too because like I come from a very yelly family, and my brother yells a lot, and then like my nephew's now at the age where like he'll yell, and my nephew will just roll his eyes. I'll be like, yeah. You've lost
lost
all
the
of its
power.
power.
Yeah,
Like,
100%.
You can't yell all day every day, and it'd be like the worst thing.
Yeah,
in
if
the
my
world.
dad yelled, it was like a big deal. He wasn't a big yeller.
Scary.
Mine was
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember one time he got the phone call that my older sister had gotten a crazy speeding ticket, and she was doing 105 and a 55.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And he was at his dresser, and he pulled the dresser out of the wall. It was like a built-in because he was like, God damn it. And he just ripped the whole thing came out of the wall. We were like, oh shit. Yeah.
105.
Yeah.
What kind of car was she in?
Honda Accord.
They'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those things would zip.
And her explanation, she goes, I was dancing and I lost track of how
Like
fast
to
I
a
was
good
in.
song.
Yeah. She was like, I was just like
That's
lost.
the last thing you want to be doing at 105 is dancing.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Man.
Oh, that takes the cake. That's
that's pretty good.
We're not topping that. That's psycho shit.
All right, let's see. This one's from Alex, longtime $10 undercover brother here. My mom, who works for Comcast and had 4 boys, would drive us around the neighborhood and have us shout out addresses that had dish satellites. She would then write down the addresses, take them to work, find their phone number, and go sell them cable. Damn, she did a fantastic job of making it a game. When years later I found out that we could afford daycare, she used that opportunity for us to make more money for us. That's a fucking single mom.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
That's crazy.
that is really crazy. I also respect the hustle.
Oh,
Me
dude,
too.
That's a woman making it fucking work.
Go around spotting satellite dishes.
Spot
dude,
satellites. Write the fucking address down. Get the name.
cold call them.
And now we can target people.
Holy shit.
That's
Yeah.
fucking.
So she did that as a 2-part system, one to make money and one to not have to put the kids in daycare.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. I mean, she taught them a lot with that, you know. I mean, took away their childhood. But
I
she
know.
taught them-
It turned them into door-to-door businessmen.
Yeah, but definitely.
That's like going around if your dad, I can't remember what movie it was, the dad owned a glass business and he would send the kids around and throw rocks in the windows at the storefronts to break the windows so he could sell them.
Sell windows?
Yeah.
It's great.
That's a move right
That's a
there.
real cool thing to do.
Holy
That's like
shit.
a big old. I mean, I'm sure in other cities too, but in Philly they would always talk about it. If you called a roofer, they would go up on the roof because they're all like all the row homes are connected. They'd go like 3 roofs over and just drill holes, and then they'd be like, "Oh, your roof's leaking." And then after the rain, they'd go and knock. Hey, I know people have leaky roofs.
Whoa.
We just roofed,
I
drilled
did your
3 holes.
neighbors. I
Yeah.
don't know if yours.
If
You know,
yours
it's
is
funny you
leaking.
say that. We got leaks.
You say that, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we used to do that. I sold door-to-door home improvements.
Uh-huh.
And we'd go and like if we were doing a job on Mockingbird Lane, we'd go walk around the neighborhood. Hey, we're doing a job on your neighbor's house. We can give you a free estimate. And I mean, nobody. I mean, you will walk onto someone's property. It's
Yeah.
like you're hated. They scream at you, "Get out of here!"
Really?
We're calling the cops, and I just didn't give a fucking of it.
That would happen all the time?
Oh yeah, the cops would come kick you out of the neighborhood. You have to have canvassing passes in most places.
Oh.
You have to like file for a permit.
That's in Philly, though?
That was in the tri-state area. Yeah.
Wow. So you can't just. That's soliciting. or whatever.
Soliciting. Yeah.
You don't have anybody knocking on your door, right?
No, I can't say that happens regularly. No, I mean it's happened before, but it's not any regular basis. No.
All right.
Does that happen to you here?
No, fuck no. Only thing that happens in the city is you get the
Those electric guys were pushing hard. They'd come once they deregulated the electric. It didn't have to be through Con Ed. They would just send criminals to your door.
Yeah.
And like not dressed, no badges, no nothing. Just
and
like a
they'd
guy
get
with
in
a
and they'd say,
clipboard.
"Hey, let me see your
I'm here
power
for
bill."
I'm here for the electric company to see your power bill." And you're like, "Who the fuck? You're literally just a guy I saw on the subway 5 minutes ago."
There was a guy that wandered into our neighborhood, and one of the neighbors was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Like, didn't recognize the guy, and the guy's like, "I live here." And the neighbor was like, "Where?" He was like, "I live right over here." And he was like, "No, you don't." He was like, "Yeah, I do." And he told the guy to leave, and he's like, "Don't come back. Like, if you come back, it's going to be trespassing." So the guy comes back, and this time he walks into a house,
Jesus.
makes a sandwich, finds a cigar, lights a cigar.
This guy's awesome.
Yeah. And then somebody goes to the house.
I was
and
like, who's just casually in the mood for a
he
cigar?
makes a sandwich. He answers the door with like half the sandwich and a cigar. He's like, "What's up?" And they're like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I live here." And they're like, "No, you don't. This is not your house." So they had to call the cops. But he just went into someone's house and just was like, "I live here." It's pretty great.
I mean, the cigar and the sandwich is pretty convincing.
Yeah, I mean, I think the police should have been like, "Well, it's clearly this guy's house."
Yeah.
Like, no,
He's not rude enough to smoke in someone else's house.
it's crazy.
That's fucking sick.
Awesome,
Yeah.
man.
Real quick, gang, let's talk about one of my all-time favorites, Rocket Money. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions. It monitors your spending and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. Before they were a sponsor, it was the only way I've been able to save money. Otherwise, I blow it. I'm bad with money, and Rocket Money has 100% helped me and is the only reason I've been able to squirrel away a couple of bucks. It's a great place. You get to see all your subscriptions in one place once you set it all up, and you know exactly where your money's going. They send you a weekly thing. Hey, get ready. This thing of charges is coming up. You got this coming, and it puts all your subscriptions in one place where you're able to go, oh, I'm still paying for that. Get that out of here. I'm still paying for that. Get that out of here. It's fantastic. I was signed up to some Eastern European boxing stream that I signed up one time drunk, and bada bing, bada boom, they were able to cancel it for me. Few clicks of a button. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when they use all the app's premium features. You can cancel all your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Download Rocket Money app and enter our show name, Are You Garbage, in the survey so they know we sent you. Don't wait. Download the Rocket Money app today and let them know the boys sent you from Are You Garbage. Do it. Now back to the show. Goddamn. I was telling them I got a call from the town of the house that I live in from the police department.
Mm-hmm.
Said it on the caller ID.
It said police department, local number. I answered, and I'm like, what? I had a leak, so I had people working there. I'm like, the fucking house burnt to something, or like they got in a fight, something, or someone broke in or something. I answer, and it's an Indian guy. And I'm like, he's like, oh, yeah, affidavit. He's dropping legal jargon on me. And he's like, do you know anybody in California? I'm like, yeah, what does this pertain to? I
got a couple people in Hollywood, sure.
Netflix won't return my calls.
I'm a mover and shaker.
I go, I've always said I'm a Tubi, man. Yeah, he's like he's like affidavit and post office, and he's trying to credit, and I'm like, what the fuck? I go, can I talk to a police officer? Now I'm like, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm like, can I talk to a police officer? And he's like, yeah, 1 second. He transferred me to another Indian guy, and I'm like, all right, this is
that's a good hustle,
all right,
dude.
all right. I'm like, dude, the Indian call center should just get, even if it's a Russian guy or someone to fake an English and American accent.
Do the voice.
Like, just fake it a little bit. And I'd go, you're clearly a cop.
And it said police on
It said police department, and it was the actual police department number. Like, we hung up. I had Luke Google. I was on the phone. I'm like, Luke, Google this. He's like, that's the police department.
That's impressive.
Crazy.
It's so easy for people across the pond to do the American accent. Figure it the fuck out.
Yeah, just do it, man.
Yeah.
Learn the accent.
Our Batman's
Scam
British. You can't fake a fucking Jersey accent.
He could have gotten you if he did.
Oh my God! I would have been
100%.
like, dude, yeah, what the fuck do you need? Like, I
My
don't know, but then,
social?
like, what
We
would
were
they-
all tense in the car. We
You
knew
can
what was
take
going on.
that.
We were tense in the car.
Yeah.
We just need your social to wrap this up.
Well, I'm also to the point where I remember we were talking about we were trying to take a loan out for the van. We got the van.
Got the van.
Fuck yeah! Remember we
we
were talking
got
about the van.
We
got the
and,
van.
and you were advised not to. I remember that.
Yes.
Yeah. Who listened to the show, and I got a text. He's like, "Can you stop trashing me?"
Love you, big guy.
Is he your business manager?
Yeah.
What do you think when you got the van? Was he like?
He was fine with it. Yeah, he was fine with it. He was just like, well, it's whatever. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm a grown man. I can do what I want.
Yes.
He thinks we're idiots.
Yeah, he thinks. I mean, none of his other superstar clients are like, I want a conversion van. Yeah, I mean, they're like buying jets and stuff. I'm getting denied loans for a conversion van.
And I'm pretty sure I'm the only client of his that calls and says, hey, when's the payment dropping? Is that going through this week or next week?
He calls me like we're getting paid by the government. He'll be like, you get your payment yet, dude? I haven't gotten mine yet. I'm like, dude, I don't know when it comes.
Is it the first?
It's supposed to be the 14th. Sometimes it's the 17th. Sometimes it's the 11th.
One time I got it and he didn't. And he was saying something like, yeah, well, the payment came in today. He's like, what? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? He thought we were robbing him.
How'd that go? Did it
just thought
get
he
settled
missed me.
pretty quickly?
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
a text.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't get
Yeah.
it or whatever.
I forget that it's our money.
Yeah.
I feel like he's loaning it to me.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Hey,
I'll tell him I'll get it back to you.
You're gonna need all this at one time, buddy. But my credit's so bad that it's building back up. I'm at like 700. I fluctuate between like high 6s, low 7. I can't
Okay.
really break 705. That's my ceiling.
Okay. That's not horrible, though.
That's not horrible, but he's like, you get better rates or whatever.
Yeah.
Like we got to improve this. You know what I mean? So he goes, trust me, I got a guy. This guy can do anything. I'll take a bum and get him a mansion. This guy can do anything. Guy got back to him. He's like, yeah, shit's too fucked up.
Yeah.
He's got judgments and fucking
do it.
delinquents.
You didn't just buy a van, did you?
How's yours?
What?
It's good.
Credit.
The van?
No, the credit. Good.
No.
No.
6 something.
Okay.
It
No,
goes
you're
up
around
and down.
7. Yeah.
No, I went down a little bit.
You went down.
Yeah, I went down a little
Well,
bit.
I got to be honest. When we started this, we didn't have a credit card. I got my first credit card while this show was happening with a $200 credit limit.
For real?
Yeah.
That was
No.
your first credit card
First credit card.
I didn't have a bank account.
ever?
No, I mean,
Guy's off the grid.
I didn't have like an active bank account. The only bank account I got started a Navy Federal account.
It's a real rags to riches story.
Holy shit.
So having a van's a pretty big
Yeah,
account.
it's pretty good.
I got started a Navy Federal account when I was a kid that had $5 in it for most of my life. I never used it. Throughout certain eras of my dirtbagness, I would have like a TD account for a minute. I would overdraft it. I would have to pay it back, close that account. So
Certain agencies started snooping around for funds.
yeah, the last few years, anything that I got a check, I would take it to a check cashing place and cash it. So it wasn't until we started this where I was able to open up,
Carry a balance.
open
Nice,
up my
okay.
Navy Federal account and start doing that stuff.
And then you have like savings and investments and all that too now?
What's that? Sorry.
Did your guy make like?
No.
He said
He
that.
says we gotta
We're
get
not
an- He
quite
says
there
I got to
yet.
get another guy for that.
Oh, okay.
Like a finance.
I got an Acorns account.
Nice. That's a
Yeah.
good start.
Me too. I
That's a
took
good
it all
start.
out before the market crashed.
Nice.
No,
I like
so
cash
bad.
on hand.
Cash on hand's good.
Yeah.
They say, so what was it, Luke? Luke's our rich guy. He grew up with money, so
Yeah.
we he's Connecticut.
I bought Bitcoin once.
And so he's our financial advisor, which I don't think. But what they say, 90-10 should be crypto. Like if you have crypto, if you're heavy into crypto, you should still be only
About 10% of
about
the
10%.
portfolio.
Mine, 100.
100.
I'm all crypto all the time.
You're all crypto for real?
I'm Bitcoin and
XRP, baby.
Nice.
I got it all in Hawaiian shirts.
Shit.
Live by the gun, die by the gun.
How great's the van?
Awesome.
But buddy,
You love
we're done flying.
Love
I
it.
think
You
it's
love it.
that comfortable. It's like executive level,
Comfort.
better
Yeah.
than Sprinter. Like the nicest Sprinter you could get. That's like how nice it is on the inside.
Comfortable chairs.
Better than first class.
We just did an episode from it.
Yeah, we drove out to Pittsburgh. We could have flown, but I was just like, fuck it. Let's just see what a
it's like.
7-hour drive is. And it's great. You're hanging. You're all together. You're laughing. It's a good time.
Nice.
I'm all bus. all the
Seatbelt's a
time.
little tight in the front.
I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was about a 15-minute. I get that I'm bigger, but this seatbelt is short.
It should be bigger. Big boys drive conversion vans.
That's true. It is a big man's vehicle.
Yeah. And you're giving me this fucking medium seatbelt? It's cutting into my neck. If we got into an accident, I'd get decapitated.
Can you get it redone? Can you get like a different seatbelt in there?
Maybe.
I bet
We're
you-
not doing mods to the $100,000 fucking van.
I think you should
Get a
mod it.
seatbelt extender on there.
yeah.
I should get one of those roller coaster things.
Hell yeah, dude. You can make that all fucking.
That'd be all right.
Also, I've updated for the van in very AYG bozo fashion. We buy the van. Well, not cash. I took out a loan,
Yeah.
right? Making the monthly payments. And we get it, and it's got leaks all in it. It's
No.
got 5 leaks. Because I didn't know they cut the top of that. They take like a work van,
Yeah.
cut the top off of it, and then like retrofit the van.
I didn't know that.
Either did I. So now it's because it's like sunroof and like all windows at the top. So that leaked. So we had it for a day, and it was fucking. We had just like a monsoon.
Yeah.
It was leaking every fucking which
So
way.
did the place take
Yeah,
care of
they
it?
took care of the whole
yeah.
thing.
Shout out Fred Beans.
Yeah, Fred
They
Beans.
made it-
Shout out to Fred.
I didn't deal with Fred directly.
Yeah.
I'm no Tom Segura.
Yeah, sure. That's unbelievable.
We just can't win, man. We're
Yeah, we
just
stink.
born losers, which I'm all right with. You got to lean into it.
You
know?
got to lean in hard.
It's working.
Yeah, you guys are making money doing this.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
We were just talking. We pinch ourselves. It's like,
Very grateful.
we get to make whatever we want content wise and put it
Yeah.
out, and people like it, and
They love it.
It's a good time. It's all right. Not too bad. All right, let's switch back to the old Patreon here. This is from Jack. Went down to Paradise Grill in Delaware. Can't be good. And convinced this bachelorette party that me and my 2 boys were all college hockey all-stars. He spelled college wrong. We were 18.
Did you have
and
a D in it?
No, COLLAGE.
Oh, collage.
Yeah, collage hockey all-stars. We were 18, and my buddy was about to take this 40-year-old home until his mom showed up and told the whole bachelorette party that we were seniors in high school.
Oh my God.
That's a fucking...
Talk about a cock block.
That's
That is a thing when you are that age. Because I remember we must have been like 19 and we went to Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
And we went and it was our spring break and it was off. It was different than everybody else's spring break. So there was no college kids down there. And we were at the hotel bar hanging out with like 4 girls who were like 42 years old. And we were all like, this could be the coolest night of our lives.
Yeah.
Just these old fucking sun-kissed cougars, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
My mom did that to me once. She cock blocked me. This was years and years ago. Yeah, I was in college.
It'd be weird if it was soon or
we
recently.
had a wedding, and I was dating someone at the time, and met this girl at the wedding. Whatever. We were at like the after thing, you know, at like my cousin's house, and we ended up like out in the backyard or whatever, smooching and all that kind of shit. My mom came out. What are you doing? You have a girlfriend? Get inside!
Oh,
blew up my spot.
Did you have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
You 2-timing motherfucker.
Wow, dude.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's kind of unforgivable for mom.
Yeah. Very.
I'd
Were
put
you
her in a
pissed?
home.
Very pissed.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking grown man. What are you doing? You're disgusting. Get in the car. Fucking grab me out by my ear.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
bullshit.
That's a tough one to bounce back from.
I had a friend do it once that was like,
Really?
yeah, we were in Boston, and this was like just out of college, and he and his girlfriend were in the car, and then I was in the car with one of his cousins and her friend,
Okay.
and I was in the back, and they were both getting handsy
Nice.
on the ride back to their place, and then I was like, I got out with them, and he was like, no, man, like, you don't do that. And I was like, what? He's like, it's my cousin. I'm like, you don't even talk to this cousin. He's like, no, but, just don't.
Wait, could it have been a threesome
That's
situation?
what I thought.
I mean,
was,
it's going down
what
that
the
way.
fuck?
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Yeah, I still remind him of it all the time.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't really remember. I'm like, how?
Yeah, that's one you choose to
Bullshit.
forget.
Yeah.
That's
That's
selective
fucked
memory.
up.
You threw a fucking wrench in there.
One-on-one, I could maybe see it,
Yeah,
but
he's
when
like-
you have an
he's like,
opportunity for that.
Don't do a threesome with my cousin and her friend. I'm like, cool.
I mean, Tom, you're welcome at a family party anytime.
Thanks. It's a
Just don't do it in the master bedroom. Huh?
Just not the master. Yeah, it was a real bummer, man.
Would that cross the line?
What's that?
If you were having a party and me and my wife disappeared and we were up there doing it in your bed.
That seems crazy as
That
adults.
seems crazy.
Like, go get a hotel room.
I literally would be like, "There's other rooms you can do this in, dude. You don't have to do it on my bed." Yeah, that's crazy.
Would you be upset if it was in one of the guest rooms?
Very much less.
Much
I think
less.
that's fine.
It's just odd. That's odd behavior, right?
Would you ask us to leave the party?
no, fuck no. No, I'd be like, dude, you're a fucking animal, but just like,
Tom, you want in on this?
but just not,
Tom, you want to get that threesome
not
finally?
on my bed.
Sure.
Yeah, that's insane.
I got your clothes on.
It's crazy. It's crazy. You wouldn't want someone fucking on your bed, right?
Of course not. No.
Come on.
No.
Especially me. Break the slats on that thing.
Oh my god. I'd pay to watch. Yeah, I really would.
Just from a physics
I
standpoint.
just want to see it. Yeah. Don't you want to watch other people fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Me?
not you, no. Luke and Tom, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah. Because here's the thing: is like we're so used to seeing the pros do it, and you don't look like that when you do it. You know, it's not good. I'm sure it's awful what I look like.
I'm shocked that my wife has ever let me have sex with her.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's crazy.
She's a attractive woman, and
Yeah.
it's like, it's brutal.
She keeps saying yes.
Yeah. She let me impregnate her, too.
I look like an octopus on a runway, fucking having sex. It's bad. It's just flapping around. No good.
That's
Yeah.
all.
I want it. That if that's on the Patreon, I'm signing up, dude.
That's a $20 level.
Yeah.
How much would you pay him to see? Would you be like, I'll give you 10 grand? Because he's probably, you could probably get him for about 8.5. You just tell him it's the payment. I'll withhold the payment.
Payment's coming. If I did all cash, I get a better deal on all cash.
Sure.
He
Wait,
likes
to
cash.
watch me have sex?
Yeah.
Huh. I'll jerk off for you.
Jesus.
500.
500? What would
1,000.
What would your lady say though?
What are you, nuts? She'd fucking divorce me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, she'd be out.
Yeah.
We have to
He
find
gets
another
to
bro.
split the 8 grand.
We'd have to call your buddy's cousin
What
up.
if you called her and you were like, "Hey, what do you feel about $5,000 cash today?" And she's like, "For what?" And you're like, "Just let my friend watch us have sex."
No, she wouldn't.
She would not. She'd be like, no.
I think I'd have to step in for 5 grand.
Oh, and then you go, oh, whoa, sorry. 7,500. You just said 7,500. No.
Yeah.
Do it.
She probably wouldn't do it for $1 billion.
Oh, Jesus. It's
Yeah.
one of those.
Yeah.
Okay. Just too much dignity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the number for you?
To have people watch?
Yeah.
Well, who's watching?
Me and him.
The two of you?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of weird. I know your wife, too.
I know. I don't know, man.
Because you have a good amount, so it's really got to move the needle. You know what I mean? You're not
Yeah.
doing it for like 50 grand.
$3 million cash?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Yes. And now we can't go less. You already threw it out there. Yeah.
That check's gonna bounce.
Okay.
Joke's on you. I've already taken a dump in the master bedroom. We're out the door.
You start writing checks for crazy amounts, giving them to people.
I got a sandwich and cigar in my hand.
I live here.
All right, let's
all
see
right.
here.
Got
This
naughty
one-
there for a
I
second.
know.
Huh?
AYG after dark.
Yeah.
This is from Cleveland Depression. So a decade ago, we got my grandparents' ancestry test. Never fucking
move.
do that. Have these run down your family at all?
Yes.
All right, hold on. My grandpa took it, and we were shocked to see where he was from. My stepdad does his, and the results come back not match at all anybody in the family. In fact, my stepdad matched the guy who was my grandpa's best friend.
Whoa.
Now that we've discovered this, she's been lying to everyone in town, and we're shunned from the whole family from all family gatherings for 3 years now. Listen,
This is all fucked up.
it's let sleeping dogs lie. What?
Yeah.
Why are we looking back at what happened in fucking 1950?
Wait, so what did they exactly find out? That the grandmother...
That I think whoever they
The grandfather was actually a product of the grandfather's best friend. No, my stepdad
Mm-hmm.
was the son of his grandfather's best friend.
Whoa.
But she was sleeping with, his grandmother was sleeping with
the best
the
friend. Yeah.
So why would he get shunned? He was...
It just threw off the
Victim.
family dynamic.
Yeah, it's like everything's changed. No one's who you think they are anymore. No one can be
There's
trusted.
real crazy stories like this.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
And that shit was so popular like 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
I know.
Everybody
and
was
the
doing it.
saddest thing is that it keeps catching killers, you know? Like you get like these guys are like getting away with it, and then all of a sudden some fucking DNA website
Get you jammed
yeah,
up.
gets you real jammed
Because
up.
that could actually jam up you if you were the killer, but like say your wife did it or somebody.
That's
in your-
exactly what's happening.
No, they don't need your DNA. They need anyone in your
Anyone
family.
who has your DNA.
That's how they got what the
the California
the Golden State Killer.
yeah, the Golden State
Wasn't
Killer.
the Golden State
no,
Killer.
the Golden State
yeah.
Killer was caught that way. So
that old guy in the wheelchair.
the old guy, his like cousin, somebody.
It was like his nephew's kid or something. And they go,
And
it's a
then
male on this side
Then
of the
they kind
family
of go, all right, well, here's all the possibilities, and then it's like, here's a male of this age.
who was in the town at the
Gotta be-
time.
yeah.
So how does that get to the cops? Do the cops automatically look at all those?
Well, the cops, like it's a thing where there's privacy issues involved, and
Right.
sometimes you have to have like supply warrants to go through information to access it. But like it is obviously it's helping catch people because you're essentially expanding your database.
You're
right.
right.
Like before you would go, hey, let's put it into the known convicted criminal database, and now you're putting it into a database
Everybody.
of like so you can, if you have a shred of DNA, you can really, that helps you a long way if you can access this data.
Plus, I read somewhere recently that they're like gonna sell all that stuff
Well,
eventually.
BlackRock's buying it or something.
Sure,
Well,
dude.
one of them just filed for bankruptcy or something like that.
Yeah, they got all that shit. Scoop it
That's
up.
right. I think it was 23andMe or one
Yeah.
of them. Yeah,
It's like
It's one-
BlackRock owns all the land and the blood now.
Yeah.
pretty crazy.
Blackstone bought Ancestry.com.
Ancestry.
Blackstone,
Yeah,
BlackRock.
The grill,
it's a different one.
it's a different.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Yikes.
All the blacks.
Thought it was bad when they had your email. Yikes. Now they got a cheek swab. Nope.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I would never do that shit.
Yeah, that's why we did it one time. We're like so diehard Irish Philly trash bags that like we did it and it came back like 4% French Canadian or something. And my uncle was like, "No fucking way, that's a fucking bullshit test." I'm like, all right, man, relax. It's not that serious.
You can't get mad at your fucking DNA.
Well, you haven't met my family.
Oh
I
my
ain't
God.
French.
Yeah. That's
Queens.
that's. Hey, you were
French,
there?
French Canadian too, man.
I got a lot of French Canadian.
You
Really?
do?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
what is your breakdown?
Well, it's because my dad's mother Her family is French Canadian, so his middle name was Nadeau, which is a family name.
Wait, you didn't do the 23andMe, did you?
Yeah, I did. I did it.
Oh, you did?
I did do it. Yeah, yeah.
Whoa.
I did it. I mean, I did it years ago. Like when I was like, oh, I want to know what this is, and yeah, I have a huge.
Can't believe you're not in handcuffs.
Yeah, is this how you get caught?
Could be. 50% of my blood is like Iberian, like Spanish blood, because both of them have Spanish roots.
I didn't know your dad did too. Yeah.
Yeah, so they both have Spanish roots. And then it was kind of the big surprise for us was how much Irish and English blood there was.
Really?
But that's from like your bloodline.
Yeah.
Kind of getting mixed up here for generations, right? So
for sure.
Yeah, we had a bunch.
Goes all the way back. Yeah, that stuff's no good, man.
No good. Don't want to know.
Don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
I'm Irish. I know I'm not Italian or something.
But wouldn't that be crazy if you did the swab?
Well, then I got ripped off because I got a little wiener.
What if you were that?
Yeah. I know I don't have any Italian in me. I'm all Irish, baby. Let me tell you. Fucking top to tails.
Potato dick.
You got a nice hog on you?
What?
I don't know. I'm
No,
asking.
no. Don't you ever accuse me of that again, Tom. That's bullshit. I invite you here. I think we're friends.
Who you been talking to?
I don't know. I was asking.
My wife's like, can you stop saying that? No, it's fine. I'm a grower. I mean,
oh, yeah.
It's like not even.
I always
it's
tell,
like,
I say the same thing whenever anyone sees my dick, which is, believe me, it gets smaller. 'Cause I have seen it get so goddamn small
mine's,
before.
yeah.
So, yeah, it's a real grower.
Yeah, no, when it grows, I was actually the other day, I caught myself in the mirror as I had grown. I was pretty.
Yeah.
I'd grown up. I was in a Cleveland hotel room by myself.
And didn't you have one of those, like, couldn't it be like, why isn't it like this all the time?
Well, just give me
Right
half
here.
of this. Just give me, it grows like 100x.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
It's all blood flow.
I know.
Yeah. You take those D pills?
No.
Never?
Mm-mm.
You've never
well,
tried
what?
one?
Blue Chews?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Blue Chew.
Yeah.
Yeah, love them.
I get hard too quick already.
But here's the thing. It takes you to another level that you don't think you need or want, and then you'll try it, and you'll be like, oh, my God. It's like high school boners all over again. Like they're pointing at the ceiling.
Sure.
That's crazy.
I'll take one when we do our video shoot.
I would pay
Give you
extra
a
for
good
that.
show.
Yeah. You should take one just to see what your wife thinks.
Okay.
Yeah.
You hear that, babe?
She's still unimpressed. I think you need more.
Like, this it?
Taking that wrong?
Well, she's European. So
Wait, where's she
she's
from?
German.
She's German.
Well, she's Czech.
Full German?
Her parents are Czech, but she was born and raised in Germany.
Tough break,
Are you saying
yeah.
I love you in German and all that stuff?
A little bit. I know my vocab's okay. That's about it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
He
I mean,
knows-
like when I what?
I was going to say, he
Yeah,
knows grower, not a shower.
I know it gets bigger. No, like if her family's tall, I can track a conversation.
That's good.
Pretty easy.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, it's impossible to learn. There's certain words I just can't say.
Such an intense language.
I mean, we've been together like a decade. I've learned, I don't know, 100 words maybe.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. You're multilingual.
Yeah, Spanish, and then I've been taking Italian for a couple of years now, so I do that on my own.
This guy's bettering himself.
Look at you.
We need to do that.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Got the van.
Get you some new
The
shirts.
van's a huge fucking deal.
Yeah, there you go. You don't got a van.
No,
He's riding around in a Porsche.
Yeah, like a loser.
that's true.
Uh,
How many cars do you have now?
I think we asked you this on
think you did.
on Two Bears, maybe.
Yeah,
Did we?
I think so.
I remember talking about it as of recent.
6.
No,
8.
no. I think
10.
like 10 or 12 or 13, something like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Not
You
a
got a
van,
guy.
though.
You got Matt. You know Matt.
Oh, we were talking about Matt. Smoking tires.
Oh,
Yes.
Matt. Yeah, Matt's fucking.
he's the man.
he's
Send us
the man.
watches. That's
Matt
Gentleman.
knows what's up.
Send us
Matt's-
2 nice watches.
Matt, yeah, he knows watches and he really knows cars. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a really, he is like a fucking encyclopedia. It's really crazy. Like just off the dome, you just mentioned something. He knows everything from how that car was built, what the suspension is, the price, what it should be, how many miles on it you should sell it for. Like he knows all of
That's
it.
crazy.
Get my seatbelt fixed.
He could get your seatbelt fixed immediately.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Huh?
He would know who to call. Yeah. He knows the part number.
Fabric store or something, I assume.
Raymore and Flanagan's.
All right, let's see here. We got time for one more. This is just funny. This says, when I was 8 to 10, this is tough to track. When I was 8 to 10, my great-grandpa lived in an old graveyard groundskeeper house after the cemetery switched to a lawn care company. That's a lot in a sentence, but I guess it's still next to a cemetery. My mom would stop by to do drugs with him, and I'd have to wait outside, so I'd wander around the graveyard. One time we visited after I watched Casper the Friendly Ghost. So I walked around the graveyard reading headstones and trying to find kids my age to ask them to come play with me because I thought they'd be friendly.
Holy shit.
I saw a group of kids hanging out on the other end of the cemetery who heard me talking. They thought I was a ghost, so they ran away. Dude, that's the saddest shit.
It's so disturbing. This is so sad.
I was a fat kid with a rat tail and cargo sweatpants, so that didn't help either.
Give me your snacks.
That's brutal, dude.
Holy shit.
I mean,
the other kids are more traumatized to this day.
They're all sitting around like, remember that ghost we
Remember
saw?
that fucking, I know we saw a real
That
ghost.
was a fat little dirtbag
Fat
ghost.
Casper.
Dirtbag ghost. Does it say the city he's in?
It doesn't. No, that's
Oh my
amazing.
God.
Man, wandering around a graveyard trying to look for kid ghosts to play with you.
And is he like is he doing the math on tombstones? Like this was
Yeah.
a 6-year-old.
Yeah, he's like, well, it's probably he's looking for the year he was born.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, oh, that's, 88. I'm 86.
Holy shit.
Man, your mom's inside doing drugs with your, what was it, your great-grandpa? Dude, that's an insane. I mean, we've heard a lot of.
This is I gotta tell you, this is somebody I would follow up with. I feel like
Yeah, write in.
I think you need more story.
Oh, we need more story. And a picture of this fucking groundskeeper house if you got it.
Holy shit, man.
That's fucking nuts. But we got to wrap it up, gang.
What a home run. Mr. Segura, thank you so much for coming in and sitting down with us, buddy.
Thank you guys for having me.
We love
I
you.
love
May
doing your show.
13th, Bad Thoughts on Netflix. Absolutely fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you
Can't
for
wait to
checking
see
it
it.
out.
Congratulations.
Appreciate you guys.
We love you.
Yeah, man.
Love you too.
And we appreciate you. Kippy, what do you got for him?
Guys, the card game available at arugarbage.com. Get them. They're shipping within a day or two, and they're moving quick. We love yous.
See you next week.
Peace.
Peace.